Welcome to the Kids Kingdom. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon.
Mitchell and Marsh were two friends, both 16 years old, who embarked on a journey to visit Mitchell's sick grandparents in a far-off village. As they drove through the jungle in the evening, the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the dense foliage. The car's headlights flickered to life, illuminating the winding road ahead. Suddenly, the car sputtered and came to a halt. Mitchell and Marsh exchanged worried glances. "What's wrong?" Mitchell asked, trying to start the car again. Marsh turned the key, but the engine refused to roar back to life. The boys tried repeatedly, but it was no use. The car was dead. As the darkness deepened, they decided to step out and take in the beauty of nature. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the chirping of crickets. They sat on the hood of the car, gossiping and laughing, trying to shake off the feeling of unease. As night began to fall, a rustling in the bushes caught their attention. A majestic lion emerged, its eyes fixed on the car. Mitchell and Marsh froze, their hearts racing. They held their breath, pretending to be dead, hoping the lion would lose interest. The lion sniffed the car, its hot breath visible in the darkness, and eventually wandered off. The boys breathed a sigh of relief, but their respite was short-lived. The lion returned, accompanied by two others. Mitchell and Marsh were paralyzed with fear, unable to utter a scream. Marsh, the driver, tried to start the car again, but it refused to budge. Mitchell, who had never driven before, felt a surge of determination. He thought of his parents, his grandparents, and the love they shared. He remembered the countless times they had encouraged him to believe in himself. Mitchell's thoughts ignited a spark within him. He turned to Marsh and said, "We can do this, Marsh. We just need to believe in ourselves. Think of our strengths, our abilities. We can get out of this trouble." Marsh looked at him, a glimmer of hope in his eyes. With newfound courage, Mitchell slipped into the driver's seat. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and focused on the present moment. He remembered his grandfather's words, "Believe in yourself, and nothing is impossible." With determination and faith, Mitchell turned the key. The car coughed, sputtered, and then roared to life. The lions, startled by the sudden noise, slapped their paws on the windows, trying to intimidate the boys. But Mitchell, with a fierce cry, shouted out his grandfather's name, "Grandpa." The car jerked forward, and they sped away, leaving the lions behind. As the dawn broke, casting a warm glow over the landscape, Mitchell and Marsh reached their destination. They stumbled into the grandparents' home, exhausted but exhilarated. Mitchell's grandparents listened in awe as the boys recounted their terrifying encounter with the lions. When they finished, Mitchell's grandfather smiled, his eyes twinkling with pride. "You did it, Mitchell. You believed in yourself, and that's what got you out of that trouble. It's not just about driving a car or facing wild animals, it's about trusting your inner strength. You two worked together, supported each other, and believed in yourselves. That's the secret to overcoming any obstacle." Mitchell and Marsh grinned at each other, feeling a sense of accomplishment and pride. They knew that their friendship and determination had saved them from the jaws of danger. As they hugged Mitchell's grandparents, they realized that the journey had taught them a valuable lesson: believing in oneself is the key to unlocking one's true potential.